Hey there, Navy.5184 here. Welcome to another music reaction. Today I am reacting to Diana Ankudinova, Oh, It's Not Evening Yet. So I gotta say, Diana has really been kind of creeping up in terms of, I guess you could say, growing on me in a way, because normally, like even with the first few reactions, while I was very impressed with her vocals, I wouldn't have imagined her being somebody that I feel like I don't know if I want to say listen to on the regular, but she has definitely been starting to grow on me into the fact that at the very least I've been growing to really enjoy her reactions, because I think what's kind of going on is it just took me, I guess, a few of reactions to kind of get used to I don't know if pitch is the right word, but just the way she sings, and it's one of those things where it's like, there might be something there. It's like I wouldn't rate her, amongst like the best, but at the same time, it's just like there's just something about her. It's just kind of grabs you. And usually, sometimes, even there have been some people who have had some really bad voices, but they do the right song that just kind of grab you. You're just kind of like, it makes it. And I'm not, by the way, saying she has a bad voice. Don't get it twisted, but it's just one of those things, I guess, that she caught me off guard a little bit. But the more I'm reacting to her, the more I'm starting to see, what it is about her that make people love her so much, because she actually is a very fantastic vocalist. It's just not the type of vocals that, I'm used to hearing, when I've been doing these reactions. I mean, she's probably the most, well, I can't really say the most, because literally almost anybody I've reacted to, it's like if I heard it, I'm like, oh, hey, it's this person. But she takes it to a whole nother level. There is no way you're going to get her mixed with anybody else. And that is something I think is very important, because there are too many times where I've heard artists singing, and it's like if I listen to them and don't see them, there have been times where I'm like, oh, it's this person. And then all of a sudden I look, I'm like, oh, it's not. And it's amazing how much I kind of, I guess you could say, degrades, I don't want to say necessarily my like for it, but it's like if they were really high rated, it would really drop them down a lot. A great example is the band Bush, because I remember I was introduced to Bush through their song Glycerine, but then there was another song, I don't remember the name of it. But I just remember I was just hearing it like on the radio, and I didn't know it was them. But I heard, I'm like, this sounds like is this an unreleased Nirvana song? Because like everything about the song, like the way the music sounded, the voice, it sounded like a Nirvana song. Then I learned it was Bush, and I'm like, oh, and it was so disappointing, because it's just like, it's like the fact that I couldn't even tell that was them. It's like, I guess in a way it was disappointing, because I'm like, it felt like they were just more like a copy and not their own thing. So, but, a lot of the people I've been reacting to lately, it's like I don't get that vibe from, and I definitely don't get that from her. And I think that's one of the reasons why I like reacting to her so much, is because I love when artists can get like their own distinctive sound, and they leave no confusion on who it is you're listening to. So, yeah, her reactions have been very enjoyable. I've really loved doing them, and I'm really looking forward to getting this one. So we will go ahead and get started. I will leave a link to the original video in the description below, and let's go ahead and get started. Hey there, thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate you being here. If you enjoy the content and would like to give some extra support to the channel, feel free to check the description for various ways to do so, some which will include an affiliate link to Dubby, which you use, you get a 10% off your order, and also a link to my merch store, which is constantly running promotions and deals, as well as a link to my Patreon page, which you can get exclusive perks and content. Naturally, liking the video and leaving a comment helps as well. Thanks again, and enjoy the video. Sounds like it's gonna be a nice little ballad number. I like that. Love that stage setting though. Holy cow, it's like she's walking on water. Oh, look at it freeze below her too.
Во сне привидела
I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you. That is really cool visual. Look at that. You got the judges singing along with her. Very beautiful sounding song, though. Wow. Wow. Ooh. Good Lord Almighty. Oh yeah. Hey, I feel y'all. I feel y'all. Wow. Wow. Alright, y'all, that was Diana Ankudinova with Oh It's Not Evening Yet. And I'm just gonna say this. You know a song is great when you have absolutely no idea what they're saying and you're still feeling that. Wow. I mean, dude, I mean, the way she had the judges into it, I mean, you saw them singing along, you saw them get into it, and, you know, like right near the end, you know, she, you know, I always like using a boxing analogy because I feel like that's the best way to, you know, do these sometimes, but she was hitting us with a lot of jabs, but she hit us with that knockout blow right near the end, and boy, was it a knockout. I mean, that's not even where a ref is gonna let you do a 10 count. That's a ref's looking at you and he's stopping the fight. That's the type of blow that was. Wow. And that's just another thing that I really gotta give her a lot of credit for too, is, again, you know, outside of probably, if it wasn't for me doing a reaction channel, I probably would not have even given her a second thought. But here I am, just because somebody in an off tournament, well, actually, I shouldn't say it was somebody, it was multiple people, because she got a lot of votes to make the A seed. I think this was back in 2021 even, when I was doing a vocalist tournament, you know, and she just barely squeaked in as the 8th seed. But you know, because of that, I'm like, well, maybe I need to give this girl a listen to see why it was where, you know, when anyone else could have been chosen, because I didn't have anybody selected for the 8th seed, and she was just one that was suggested the most out of some folks. So it's kind of like, why was it, you know? And it was just that got me to do it. And to think of what I would have been missing out on, And that's the thing I probably love the most about this channel is I think about people I probably would never would have given a second thought to. May have heard of Angelina Jordan just through America's Got Talent, but I don't really watch that, so probably not. Aurora I probably wouldn't have gotten into. I think about like Dire Straits, Led Zeppelin, bands I know, but I haven't really gotten to their catalog. Now I'm starting to learn more about them, seeing just how great they are, and just everything else, that I'm just getting exposed to. And she's got to be near on the top of people that I'm really glad, for the channel because I've been really introduced to a lot of great artists that I otherwise would not have even thought of listening to. And it's such a shame because I always like to consider myself a real musical aficionado. And the fact that there are so many great artists that I haven't even heard of yet, let alone would have even thought to give a chance to, it's just like, I almost feel like I need to revoke that title because I've been missing out on a lot, her included. And like I said, when you don't even know what in the world they're saying, but yet you're still feeling that mess, it's just like, that is the power of music. And that is probably the biggest thing that I like to look for when I listen to artists. It's like, what is it, like, are you making me feel something? Like if I don't even understand what you're saying, but yet I can somehow feel what it is you're trying to get there, it's like, that is why a lot of people probably say, music is like the universal language, and whew. Boy, that was a good one. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, between the song, not even just the song, but then mixed with the stage visuals and all that, it's like initially she was walking on water, but then it's like as she was moving forward, it was like turning into ice. That was such a cool visual, along with her outfit, even the way like she had her hair and everything, how everything, it was all one. It was like, I don't know whether you want to say she matched the stage or the stage matched her, it doesn't matter, they matched. So that was such an awesome visual. But I mean, between that and the song itself, this is probably my favorite that I've seen her do, if not really close to Rodchenka, because Rodchenka was a really good one too. But if this isn't number one, this is a very, and I mean very close second. Like close enough that if this was a presidential election, it'd be so close that they would have to probably do recounts, if not re-votes. That's how close this is. So, whew, really good one. Really enjoyed that one. And man, I definitely feel the judges on this one with how grip they got, because that was a good one. So I think I'm just gonna leave it with that, because I don't know how many times I can say that was great, that was a good one, etc., etc. So I'm not gonna waste your time with being that repetitive and just end it right there. And thank you all for stopping by. Definitely feel free to check out my other reactions to her, and I will catch y'all down the road.